My inspiration for marathon swimming, I grew up as a swimmer, and then when I went to college, it was really hard to balance everything, and I did not pursue my swimming in college. And in fact, I wasn't even in a pool except for dangling my toes in the water for all of my 20s. It was after I had my son, when I was about 31, that I decided to get back in the pool and start training. And within a week of staring at the lane lines and the line at the bottom of the pool, I realized, oh my gosh, this is why I left swimming. I am too bored. So luckily I was living in Tampa at the time, and I had access to open water, and I started swimming in the open water and decided to train and do the Alcatraz swim. And from there, it just kind of took off. I did that one. I swam the Hurricane Man. Then I started looking at more marathon swims. There was a Tampa Bay 8-mile crossing, and I said, I'm going to set my sights on that. I'm going to try that. And I did. I accomplished it. It was great. And I felt like, one of the things I talk about with people are the importance of islands of expertise. For our kids who are dyslexic, it's important that they know that they have these islands of expertise within them. But it's up to us to help unlock these islands and let them know where their strengths lie. And as I started swimming and having more and more successes with these marathon swims, I started to feel my islands get a lot bigger. And I started to realize, oh my gosh, I've got this really great gift of swimming. And so I started just kind of tackling different swims and longer distances. And then the Ocean 7 Challenge came out. And the Ocean 7 Challenge is the 7 most difficult channels to cross in the world. And I started with the Strait of Gibraltar. This is a couple of years ago, and I was successful, and I crossed the Strait of Gibraltar. I started in Spain and landed in Morocco, and it was fabulous, except that I had a shoulder injury, and I had to have 2 shoulder surgeries, and it took me out of swimming for a while. When I got taken out of the swimming because of my shoulder injuries, I noticed that my island that I had just felt such confidence in started to shrink. And I wondered, will I ever be able to get back in the water? What is my swimming going to look like now? Will I ever be able to marathon swim again? And I realized the importance of, it's not just important for us to notice, it's not just important for us to know that we have an island of expertise. It's also important for us to build island chains. Other people have different strengths. And as dyslexics, we know what our strengths are, or hopefully we do. We can hopefully navigate through life and be able to figure out what our strengths are. But it's also important to build island chains and bridges to other islands so that we can use other people's expertise to help build us up and make our strengths shine even more. So after my shoulder surgeries and I started to heal, I ended up realizing I needed more island chains. I ended up partnering up with Chloe McCardinal, and she is one of the people in my island chain. She is a world-class marathon swimmer with many records, and she has tailored a training plan so that I will not get re-injured. I've also paired up with Courtney Turpin, and she is Miss Organization Extraordinaire, and she has helped me to be able to stay on top of my goals for raising awareness and also raising funds for dyslexia for NoticeAbility. Another island chain is my crew. I've started really working more with different people within the field to learn about the different aspects of marathon swimming from the kayaker's point of view, from the boat pilot's point of view. I've started training with other marathon swimmers. I just finished a trip out in La Jolla Cove, and it was incredible. I worked with 2 other world-class swimmers, just really was a sponge in absorbing all of the information that they had. It was fabulous. Island chains are really important. So I know my island of expertise, but now I have these island chains, other people who have given me their wisdom to help my island become even stronger.